Hello lovely, I am sharing my Silva rerum journal, my very first one in this category, and it was from December 2017. So a Silva rerum journal is kind of like a Commonplace book. I first was kind of encouraged about Commonplace books by Brandy Kincaid. She did a Get Messy webinar. I'm going to link that below. I think the link's only for Get Messians, but if you're Get Messian, you can see the replay of her webinar. Anyway, so she keeps a Commonplace book, and it kind of like sparked something in me, you know. It's a place that she uses to store the quotes that she hears, the ephemera from her daily life, that kind of thing, in an art journal-y kind of way, but there's no pressure about it. Then I heard about the word Silva rerum, which I'm unsure if I'm pronouncing that correctly because obviously I do not speak Latin, but I just love the word and I love the meaning. So a Silva rerum means a forest of things, and basically what it is it's a chronicle that Polish and Lithuanian noble families used to keep. So they used to keep these as scrapbooks of their family, and they used to pass it down, and it was all like pretty legit. But I basically just like the name. So this is my Commonplace book, but I like to call it a forest of things. I just think it's such a cute idea that each little thing that you put in here is a little tree, and then it becomes a forest. So for my journal, I used obviously a vintage book, and clever me, when I bound it upside down. So there's the actual title, and I still don't know how I want to cover this, so I assume it's just going to be like cover free. I bound this. You can see here there's some twine. I still don't know what the English word for that is. Twine. I used some molding paste, and this is a Tim Holtz stencil. This is a Maggie Holmes Perspex thing, and I just stuck it on while this was still wet, and it's sticking quite well. Added little corners, and this is some washi tape, and I used my typewriter to tap onto the washi tape. And the way that I did that is I just stuck the washi tape onto regular paper, and I did it that way. I've done that with printing from my inkjet printer as well, and it's worked well for that as well. You just need to make sure that you get it in the right place if you're using a printer. But let me show it to you, because let me tell you, I love this book. 2017 was really difficult for me to create because I just had my son, so I was like figuring out new ways to make things that I like. And I definitely wasn't nearly as prolific as I was in previous years. Previous years I was making a lot of things. Last year, nope, not so much. I made one big thing, which is my son, and then not much else. So I think this book has marked a turning point in my creating, because you know, there's like no pressure. I'm okay with it taking, if I have one page with a tiny bit, or you know, I can be elaborate in it too. It's just, and it's so weird because I felt like when I found art journaling that was no pressure, but this is like really no pressure. So I definitely recommend you keep a Commonplace book. I bound it like a junk journal, so I used different pages, and so that was quite nice as well, because then I wasn't starting from zero, you know, I wasn't starting from a blank white page. I feel like I've spoken for a million years without showing you the inside. Let's open up. When I bound this book, I printed out, this is Paisley Press digital scrapbooking paper, and I used that just to line it, and I used some gold duct tape on the inside of the spine. Wow, this is bad, trying to show you that. That did not work out well, but the spine is reinforced with that, so you know, it's pretty sturdy. Then this is the page that I'd bound in, and I just wrote out the word Forest of Things, Volume 1. Very excited about this new series that I'm doing. And it's December 2017. I did continue this a little bit into January. But I'm not going to put that in there because there's no space. It's okay. And this is what I mean with like no pressure. You can see here I did, you know, like there's nothing done here. All that's done is this is some tissue paper from a present that I got in the post. This I did because I was just trying out some, I think this is like molding paste, clear molding paste with little pieces of glass inside. I did this at Fee's art studio. You know, I just like put it down, tried it, done. You know, this is just taking me back to like just completely trying things. And then this was just a nice little quote that I found in a magazine. I just liked it. That's it. That's it. And I feel like a Commonplace book or a Silva rerum is just like the best place to just put things that you like. And here's another little quote that I like from a magazine. Not everything has to be a work of art. And I think that this, you can see I didn't even have this in my book. I had this like, I had a tag lying around and then I heard this on Instagram, I think, maybe, possibly, someone gave me a C, something. And it resonated with me, obviously, for this book. Not everything has to be a work of art. And I definitely made sure that I left this like that. This border I also made at Fee's place, again with just testing her supplies. It's nice if you ever feel like you want to try supplies out, just go and visit a friend with a really amazing studio and really awesome craft things. This is some molding paste. I added some acrylic paint to it, so I put it there. So over this is vintage paper that's been bound in here. This is Foo Fighter lyrics. Yeah, nothing satisfies, but I'm getting closer to the prize at the end of the rope. This is twine that actually came with a gift from Essie in December. And it probably would have been cool to write about it, but I think I'll always know. This gift is just like the most thoughtful, beautiful gift that anyone has given me. Not anyone, but you know, like Essie's so great at presents and giving me presents right when I need them. So this is so beautiful. And I just stuck it with some flowers, and they are pink and yellow, which remind me of Essie. Did not do that on purpose, but that's pretty cool. And I stuck in this vintage paper and I just tore out this. I'd actually written in my work moleskin. It's, you can see it's got a grid, and I wrote this out while I was while I was watching some sketchbook school interviews, and it's by Danny Gregory, and he said it was ordinary and it was beautiful. And I don't know, this speaking to me, and I think you're going to see that all these quotes, they kind of line up, which is such a nice, like, you know, then December 2017, this is a good representation of my life at that moment. This is a picture that I took of my very first sketch. Not my very first sketch, but I've been going through sketchbook school stuff and learning to draw, kind of. I'm very bad at drawing, but yeah. I did a bit of journaling in here as well about Danny Gregory and his wife and how that book's been affecting me. This is a postcard from my Level Up course. When people enroll, they get this postcard, and this quote is just beautiful, and it's speaking to me again at the moment. I sent out a few of these like to random people in December, so I just stuck one here. And since it completely went, you can see it sticking out there, I just tore it a bit. Low pressure. There, I did absolutely nothing, you know? Happy with that. These boobs are from the 4th Trimester magazine, which is an amazing magazine. And words, it means being together. Yeah. This page, is very different to the other ones. This one has a damn lot of effort in it. I created this page. This is with Happy Mail from Alicia Schultz. She's Vine and Thistle on Instagram, and I'd been hoarding it forever. And after I made this book, I just put all of the ephemera that I've been hoarding, like all the stuff from my daily life that I want to make art out of, I just put it in a drawer, and I'm going to start using it in these journals. I did some journaling. I don't even know what was written here, but you can see I painted over it, and you can see I didn't even wait for the ink to be painted over it. I made this page and then I shared it on Instagram because I had no idea what I was going to do next. And a whole bunch of people had really nice ideas. Like the stitching was my favorite idea, so it was done. This is a very different type of page for me, but yeah, I like it. Here we go. This is from the Flow magazine, and it's the one for my birthday, so I kept that. Just reading it. In my art, in that search of happiness, I'm häufig, I don't know what häufig means. Wieder besseres Wissen, the search of happiness. Something about the search of happiness in his art. Okay, yeah, Leonard, his art. Okay, in this page, I absolutely love, and it's so simple. And it's got this vintage image, and you can see I used a vintage image here as well. I'm not usually into those, but these ones with moms and sons, I'm just like so into at the moment. Then this is from Jennifer Stitch and Letter. This is another thing that I'd been hoarding forever, wanting to use, and I just like the way she wrote it. She made me an embroidered hoop, like so special, such a sweet thing to do. And that was in there. This page is simply journaling, you know, like it's not very fancy at all. Talking a little bit about how I want my journal to like be the place I vomit all my thoughts out into. This little bit here is from a perfume bottle from Le Labo. I don't know how to pronounce that either. And it's just something stuck here easily. Some more journaling, this in white pen, and this using my Dymo. And this is actually from an old art journal that I tore out of, and it's just like pretty plain paint, but it's quite pretty. So this page was originally just the photo here, and it was very plain and very like me. And then I was talking to Kate about something, Kate Sherwood, and talking to her about it made me remember how much I love her style. And I wanted to see I asked her if she could send me pictures of this altered book that she had made. And then I quickly went on her website to see if she had done that, and you can see this is like a total Kate palette, and I tried to emulate her, but obviously not as good. But I had fun doing it. And while we were talking, like my husband needed numbers written down, so I just wrote the numbers down there and there. You can see it. Just a plain page. Again, just a picture I like. It's not really finished, but I'm finished with this book, so it is finished. It's just a picture I liked with some words that I liked from the Flow magazine. A little bit of journaling on a label thing about how I'm proud of what I'm doing. So the way I do this is when I get something that I like this picture or this one here, I find a place that feels right to stick it, and then I stick it down. And if I want to write over it, then I might write over it. If I want to add, you know, I do it the whole book in layers rather than like one page from start to finish. This is when my husband planted bonsai seeds. I just stuck them there. This is completely nothing in it, which I am fine with. Again, this is just things stuck down. I added this as a little flap because I wanted to use both sides. This is also from an old journal. This is some lettering with acrylic paint, and this is some floral drawings. Picture that I like with some text. This is also a song that I was listening to on repeat. This is the Kesha and Macklemore song. This is just a picture here. I think I would have liked to journal here, but I haven't had anything to journal. Just that picture stuck in. I started writing a list of my favorites. It got too long. I'm happy with that. And then another one of those little flow things, and this is for my husband's birthday. And it just worked out that it was by Desmond Tutu, who's also South African. Refinement, this is kind of the, not kind of, this is the theme of Get Messy this year, along with giving. Let's write that down. Also wrote that down during my notes in a podcast with Lauren. So you can see this really just has like whatever I want to go in there, no pressure. Like unfinished pages. This would probably do well to be done something with. This is looking a bit empty, but okay. Some more Macklemore lyrics. A cute photo of my husband. This is a picture of a swan. So I took the Totems class by Vanessa, and in it she speaks about spirit animals, and the swan is definitely my spirit animal. You can also see it. Here's that page. This page here. You can also see it make an appearance there. And it's kind of got the same color scheme. This is just a quote that I heard, and I just wrote it down straight. One of my favorite photos from the month. This beautiful image is from the 4th trimester magazine. This is just something T and I spoke about. The tea that I was drinking that month. The badger is also my spirit animal. Some more quotes. Image talking about how I'm drawn to images of mothers with their sons and being part of that kinship. This is, I found notes from my Loving Mama class, and I just stuck that in since I hadn't put it anywhere else. This is a little comic from a magazine. This is journaling, clearly. Another quote thing that I like. I don't like how it came out. Especially do not, like that is useless. But it's there. This is more of a like scrapbooky type of thing going on here. And this page obviously had a little bit more effort. Talking about not sleeping. And this little guy is the reason. My favorite photos of my husband and my son. More images I like. You know, like this is just things I like. This is a leaf. I can't remember the symbolism of that leaf or the importance of it, but it's there. Another 4th trimester image. Tiny bit of journaling there. I feel raw. And this is from the same comic that this is from. And that is it. That is my journal. I think I'm going to take January as a break because the Get Messy season starts in February. So I'm going to start again with my Silva rerum journal in February, and I am so excited about it. If you have been thinking about starting an art journal, or you want to do like a journal where there's no pressure, then definitely make one of these. Use any journal to make it and just add to it, and just add like your random ephemera and your random thoughts and all of that, and to get like when it's all together, you know, this book makes me happy. This was a lot of fun to do.